This is Heat, and the conversation is just beginning. I'm your host for USA Frontline. Tonight, we investigate a seismic shift in U.S. foreign policy. A simple post on Truth Social has the world asking, could Venezuela become the 51st state of the United States? The timing is as dramatic as the proposal itself. The spark was lit on Monday night when Venezuela defeated Italy 4-2 in a high-stakes World Baseball Classic semifinal. The victory set up a historic final against the United States, but it was President Trump's reaction that captured the global spotlight. Trump took to Truth Social, praising the team's performance. He noted that good things are happening to Venezuela lately. Then came the question that stunned analysts. I wonder what this magic is all about. Statehood, 51, anyone? This isn't the first time Trump has eyed new territory. He has previously called for Canada to join the Union and pushed for the annexation of Greenland. However, this is the first time the president has used the explicit word statehood in relation to the South American nation. It marks a departure from standard diplomacy. The context is critical. Just 2 months ago, the U.S. launched Operation Absolute Resolve, a dramatic intervention in Caracas. During an overnight raid, U.S. Special Operations Forces captured Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife, Cilia Flores. They were flown directly to New York to face federal narco-terrorism and drug trafficking charges, a move that decapitated the previous regime. The capture marked the end of the Maduro era and the beginning of a direct U.S. administrative role in the country, a role Trump seems keen to permanentize. Following the capture, Trump was remarkably candid. He declared the U.S. would run Venezuela until a transition is achieved. He explicitly stated his motives, saying, quote, "We're going to take back the oil." It was a move toward direct resource control and wealth extraction. Trump promised that large United States oil companies would go in and spend billions of dollars to modernize the industry. His goal, taking out a tremendous amount of wealth out of the ground to benefit American interests and secure global energy dominance. Venezuela possesses the largest oil reserves in the world, estimated at over 300 billion barrels, a prize of immense value. That accounts for 18% of the global total, a strategic prize that has redefined the White House's rhetoric in the region. Under acting President Delcy Rodriguez, ties appear to be improving rapidly, though she initially called Maduro's capture a kidnapping. She has since acceded to most Washington demands, following a warning from Trump that her fate could be worse than Maduro's if she remained uncooperative. For the first time in 7 years, Washington has reopened its embassy in Caracas, restoring full diplomatic and consular ties. The move underscores a marked change in attitude, transitioning from regime change to active partnership, or perhaps a quiet annexation. Rodriguez has already signed a historic deal to supply 50 million barrels of Venezuelan crude directly to the United States. She also passed a law allowing private oil companies unprecedented access to the nation's vast underground wealth, bypassing state control. In another sign of cooperation, Venezuela has released hundreds of political prisoners since Maduro's ouster, satisfying a key U.S. demand. This domestic shift has helped Rodriguez gain a level of international legitimacy that seemed impossible during the Maduro years. Crucially, the U.S. government formally recognized Rodriguez as the legitimate head of state before a federal court in New York last week. While primarily a legal necessity for court proceedings, it underscores the shifting ground between Washington and Caracas as they normalize ties. This political theater now injects an intense energy into Tuesday night's highly anticipated World Baseball Classic final in Miami. The USA will face the Venezuelan squad, a matchup that many see as a proxy for the nation's tightening and increasingly complex bond. But the core question remains, was Trump's statehood comment a joke or a preview of a new American map stretching into South America? The administration's shift from law and order to potential annexation is a marked change in geopolitical rhetoric that the world is watching closely. As the oil flows and the baseball bats swing, the definition of American sovereignty and territory is being tested in real time. Whether Venezuela becomes the 51st state or a strategic territory, the era of U.S. influence in Caracas has never been more direct or profound. Reporting for USA Frontline, I'm your anchor. This is your Canada. Good night and stay with us as this story unfolds.